Let me do that right now.
Thank you. Hey, Amanda, can you hear me? Amanda. Jaybird, can you get Amanda on? Because we are about to go 3 minutes, put a 3-minute hole in this show.
Oh, I get so tickled by different things.
The phone number that they gave me for the Fox does not have FaceTime on the phone. Not available for FaceTime.
Hey, Melissa.
So, I need to figure something else out. Do you have another contact for him in your email?
Hey, Melissa.
How about I put my thinking cap?
Oh, right. Stuff on silent. Okay.
Who's typing? Is that?
That was Carolina.
Sorry, yeah, that was me.
It's that Catalina person.
She's allowed to, Kim. She works there, Kim.
Sir.
I
Oh,
know,
guys.
there. I was being facetious. Melissa's dancing.
I would say it's the only option.
Well, I don't know, Kim. It's like we all know that your mind is the first thing to go, so sometimes you just gotta make sure, you know?
Wow.
Get in there, Deanna.
Hey, Melissa, did you see that message?
You remember my name! That's fantastic.
Someone build a Z-block. Tell her to put a package from
Don't
the
make me come to
Z-block's
Reno.
already built, ready to go. We're going to throw something in there. We just, oh.
We can throw you in dancing.
Hi, this is Melissa.
YouTubers, welcome to the madness that happens before the show goes live, which we are about to do momentarily.
We got Superwoman again.
Oh my god.
Welcome, everyone, into the News 4 Forum. The show we don't just watch, we're asking you to join in. We're talking about hot stories, trending topics, viral videos, and the latest in your tech news. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're starting off with a look at what is trending online. Locally, the most read story on mynews4.com is brothel owner Dennis Hoff makes unusual offer. Experts say illegal sex trafficking spikes around special events like the Super Bowl, and Hoff is offering to give Phoenix $500,000 along with all the revenue legalized prostitution would generate if they allow him to set up shop 30 days before the Super Bowl, during, and 30 days after the event. Mayor has already said to this offer, no thank you. Option is off the table. On CNN.com, the most read story this morning is they're back. Euro jitters slam U.S. stocks. According to CNN, new reports show industrial production fell sharply in France and Italy, signaling the European economic recovery could be in trouble. Now, the concerns about Europe mark a sharp reversal from recent months when the continent had been seen as a mild positive growth following the debt crisis. And on FoxNews.com, the most read story this morning is Houston father allegedly kills 6, including 4 of his own children in the suburb. According to Fox, 34-year-old Ron Lee Castle allegedly shot 2 young boys, 2 young girls, a 39-year-old man, and a 33-year-old woman. The shooting occurred shortly before 6 p.m. in the northern suburb of Spring. The 5 bodies were found by authorities at the home. And trending on Twitter this morning is hashtag budget 2014. The Indian government has unveiled its budget for the next year. It aims to increase growth and cut back on borrowing. Prime Minister Modi campaigned on the promise of more jobs and economic reform. All right, now on to our viewer voice segment, where we ask you, the viewer, to chat with us about some of the trending topics of the day. You can find these topics on our Facebook page about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we would love to have you live on air with us. All you have to do is have a Google Plus account and circle me, Melissa Carlson. Let me know you're interested. All right, our first topic, marijuana is legal to buy and use in Washington State, but employers can still fire you for using it. Sean Chintis has a story.
Somebody come down, be number 2.
Mike Boyer showed up almost a full day before you could buy pot from this store in North Spokane.
Thank you. Yeah.
Almost 20 hours later, he walked through Spokane Greenleaf's doors as their first customer. We followed him back home with his weed as he enjoyed his first smoke, now okay in the state of Washington because of I-502.
As of 2:30 today, I am unemployed from that company.
But Boyer found out someone saw him on TV and complained to his employer. He says his boss at Labor Ready sent him a text message asking him to take a drug test. Boyer says he took the test and failed it.
It's something we're going to have to figure out with all this legalization. Where's going to be the gray line?
Now that marijuana is legal in the state, Boyer believes businesses should treat employees using weed on a case-by-case basis.
Just because I smoke a little weed on my time off, I've never had a problem with that at work. Why am I here now?
A day after all the excitement, he may not have a job, but he still has the title as the first person who bought marijuana legally in Spokane.
But I am number 1, and nobody can take that.
Okay, there you go. That's his whole part of it. That was, by the way, Sean Chintis reporting. KREM reached out to both of Boyer's employers, and one said he's still an employee. The other company couldn't be reached for comment. But we're asking our Google Plus group, what do you think about it? If the state law says, hey, we go ahead and allow it, it's legal to smoke marijuana here in our state, where then is the line between him and the employers, or the state and the employers, I should say? Is there that gray line? Starting off first with Kempton in Canada. Kempton, your thoughts about this? Should there be an allowance since it is legal in the state?
Yeah, I think it really depends on the job. And the key to me is if he smoked it on his day off, and when he's working, there's no trace of drug, especially he agreed to drug test, then it should be fine.
Right, and the thing is with THC, it'll stay in your system for, unlike alcohol, it'll stay in your system for, I guess, a day or two. THC, it can be much longer, weeks in fact. So there you go. If he smokes it last week, but he goes to work now, and it's still in his system technically. Deano, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's like there's going to be a lot of things I think that people are going to have to figure out on this one, Melissa. It's like, I mean, there's a lot of gray area, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, you have certain jobs where you wouldn't want people smoking weed at all. It's like, I don't know exactly what this gentleman did, but still, it's like it is kind of a case-by-case basis, but he got burned on this one.
Catalina, do we have anything on Facebook?
Yes, Melissa, we have 2 comments. We have one from Justin Holzinger, who says, no, he shouldn't have gotten fired because it's legal. You can't get fired from drinking coffee because caffeine is a drug. And then we have a comment from Christy Magers, who says, it has all to do with job performance. If it impairs your ability to properly perform your duties, no matter what form of substance it is, the employer has the right to take action.
All right, and we're going to get one last word now from Kia. Kia, your thoughts?
To me, it's like, where do you draw the line at? Would you come to work drunk and say it's okay because it's legal?
Right, so you can't come to work drunk, and alcohol is legal, so it would be the same thing. But then again, there is that difference. Alcohol stays in your system for a shorter amount of time than the indication of marijuana. I can obviously see here the state's going to have to catch up with employers. And by the way, an employer does have the right to say yes or no whether or not it's okay to have drugs in your system. Simple as that, apparently. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. A 5-year-old Arizona boy allegedly decided to pull down his pants on the playground. 5 years old. And now his mother is in the fight to clear his name. Now, according to Arizona, azfamily.com, this all happened at Ashton Ranch Elementary School last spring. Eric Lopez's mom, Erica, says after the incident, her son was forced to sign a note admitting to sexual misconduct and accepting a punishment before his mother was notified of the problem. The school says, hey, the boy had the option to call you ahead of time and let you know what was going on, but that he didn't opt in to do that. The mom says, hey, by the way, he's 5 years old. Well, the district has denied the mom's appeal to get this removed from his record, of which it will stay in his record the entire time he's in the school district. Assistant Superintendent Jim Dean says Martinez will not be labeled as a sex offender, saying, quote, the discipline form is consistent from grades K through 12 to ensure all legal mandates are met. Asking our Google Plus group, what do you think about it? Too harsh? Or, hey, you got to start it somewhere. Chances are because of this, he's quite well versed, along with his mom, on what the rules are from here on out. Starting off first with Justin. Justin, your thoughts, too harsh or got to start it somewhere?
I think it's really harsh. Actually, I was quite shocked that if what we've heard so far is true, that the child was made to sign something before his parents were notified. I really don't think that's... I mean, he's 5 years old. I've signed things where I don't even know what it is that I'm signing. How can a 5-year-old understand what they're signing? I think it's very harsh.
Absolutely. Gosh, this one makes me mad. Kim, your thoughts?
Well, he's 5. He can't be accountable for signing anything and getting in the system like that. Well, and also, yes, kids that young, they pull down their clothes. It's not like they're trying to be a sex offender at that age. It's just something that happens during that age. So, no, I think the school was wrong for making him sign something, and I think the parents should have been brought in sooner.
Nate, we hear these stories all the time. It seems like the younger and younger, kindergarten and earlier, about kids who do silly things and they're getting punished as if they were an older child or even a teen. And this is another one of those. Do you think it's too harsh? Or, hey, you have to start setting the rules somewhere. Why not start it at the age of 5?
Well, typically everyone says the idea of these things are to make the kid aware or whatever. If you're having him sign documents and legal binding and all this stuff, he's not going to understand what that means. So talk to him and make him understand on his level. Last comment, based on the last story, if all the people involved would take a page out of the security officer's book, I think this problem may go away.
Okay, and lastly, we're going to have Kia, your thoughts on this one. Mom, what do you think about this?
I mean, first of all, could the 5-year-old even read what he was signing in the first place? So, I mean, it's completely ridiculous, and I don't know where just general teachers' minds have gone as far as what used to be the standard in teaching children.
Yeah, I understand protecting yourself. I understand protecting the school legally. But then to ask him to sign something, which you're right, he can't even read, and I bet you he probably doesn't even know his phone number at this point in time. Ridiculous. That's my little part on it. All right. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate you being with us. We would love to hear what you have to say. You can go ahead and post your comments on our Facebook and our Google Plus page. All right, coming up next, we're going to take a look at some other stories going on around town when we return. Stay with us, the News 4 Forum. We'll be right back.
He doesn't have 2 legs to stand on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he has 2 legs to stand on to sue. He knew before he went to buy the weed that it was against company policy to have that in his system. He took a personal choice and he said, I'm going to go buy the weed. I'm going to be the first one to buy weed in my state. And then he chose to go to work at the same job that he knew it was against their company policy to have that in his system.
I still think he should sue him. Regardless of the technicality of the rules, I think if there's a time to make a statement, this is it, to show that these people with this policy...
What statement? You company and you rules, you have no power over me? It's not illegal for me to show up a half hour late and you fire me for that? I'm going to sue. Come on, Nate. It's company policy, dude.
Okay, well, hey, let's not become a farmer building all these straw men. Based on what you just said and the way you said it, despite all these other things that I never said, I agree with you. However, that's not all what I'm suggesting. I think finishing sentences is important. So I would say it's important to point out that while this company policy says you can't do this, you can be fired, that's the technicality of it. In reality, I think it would be nice to make a statement that outdated policies are a thing of the past. These people are in a different time, in a different era. If you show up drunk or stoned, you're probably going to get in trouble. If you don't show up to work drunk or stoned, it's your personal life. So archaic policies need to go away.
Yeah, I
Can I
mean,
get
well, I mean, the same statement can be said for if you drive up to the drive up window of McDonald's and you're going to order your food and you smell a heavy odor of liquor coming off of the um person that's serving you, is still going to be the same thing. You're going to recoil a little bit like, what's wrong with you? And it makes an impression on the company.
Well, I understand that.
And
I
welcome
don't
back,
think
everybody.
anyone's
Now
arguing
it's
that. If
Tuesday.
I
If
show
you'd
up
like
and
to join
smell
us now,
pot
let's
or
look at our
liquor,
forecast for today.
that's a problem.
A little bit of chance of some lucky weather later. It's kind of nice, I have to say. I like that we get that rain, but it's the concern with the lightning that we're talking about
Of
too.
course, yeah, we're always concerned with that lightning whenever we have these storms around. That is a chance again today, but also a chance for some heavier downpours. Flooding concerns come to mind a little bit as well, so we'll be watching for that. So it's kind of a balance. How much rain can we take and how fast can we get that rain in here before it becomes an issue, and also the lightning. So we'll be watching for all those issues throughout the day. The point is we have scattered showers and thunderstorms possible in the forecast today. First, we're going to check out a beautiful sunset picture, though, sent in by Darlene. We got a lot of sunset and sunrise pictures on our Facebook page. This is another one of them that is absolutely gorgeous. So thank you, Darlene, for sending that in to us. It's on our Facebook page now as our cover photo. If you want to go, facebook.com/KRNV News 4. You can go check it out. Like our page while you're there. Like the picture, too. Let Darlene know that you appreciate her efforts. Scattered showers and storms in the forecast for today. Some of those could drop some heavy rain on some areas, so we'll be watching for that later on today. We do have a dry weekend in store for us, though, as we head on through, and we're almost there, too, to that weekend. 85 degrees already here in town, calm winds, and we do have mainly sunny skies, although clouds are starting to form and to move in as well, so we are looking for those showers later on. 82 in Carson City, 90 in Fernley already, 91 in Yerington and Smith Valley, and 85 in Markleeville at this hour. So again, we do have showers and storms possible out there. They're going to work with some moist air out there, so relative humidity is pretty high for this time of year, for this area especially. We do have some showers and storms popping up for southern Lander County as well as through northern Nye County and southern Eureka County as well at this point, and we'll be watching for more to develop across even western Nevada today. All that monsoonal moisture continues to push up from southern Nevada, will continue to do so through the day, so we see on Futurecast those showers and storms developing. And again, some heavier downpours are possible, so we are watching for a lot of moisture possible today. Not everyone will see a shower or thunderstorm, but the possibility is there for everyone. 78 in Tahoe City, 76 for Kings Beach for the high today. Western Nevada topping out mainly into the 90s, some 80s showing up as well. 89 in Smith Valley for the high. Over toward eastern Nevada, 96 for Elko, 94 for West Wendover. And again, showers and thunderstorms across the area, scattered in nature, which means that you may see a hit or miss shower, which means you may not see one at all, or you may get downpoured on. We'll have to see how it plays out. 93 in Hurlong, 90 instead. And as we make our way into the Truckee Meadows, about a 40% chance for those showers and storms. 10 to 15 mile per hour winds today, but they would be stronger in any thunderstorms, so keep that in mind. 90s across the 7-day forecast till we get to the beginning of next week in Reno Sparks. Sunshine does return for the weekend as well. And when I say 90s until the beginning of next week, that means that we are getting close to that 100-degree mark in some of the lower elevations, 80s for South Lake Tahoe. All right, so time for my weather video of the day. A wildfire in central Washington state on Wednesday threatened more than 200 homes. It started as a house fire in the Mills Canyon area, but then it spread to surrounding wildlands, growing to 8 square miles in size. Over 250 firefighters responded using air tankers and helicopters to drop retardant and water from the Columbia River. Some residents were forced to flee their homes yesterday morning, but were allowed to return later in the afternoon. The only home lost so far is the house where the fire began. No serious injuries have been reported. Back to you, Melissa.
All right, Tim, thank you so much for that. Stay with us. The News 4 Forum. We'll be right back.
I love capturing her move.
Any information, another number that I can call or anything? Well, we're less than 2 minutes into this next block. You tell me, what are we doing? Okay, Tech news up to this block. Move tech news up to this block. We'll push it back down again. Everybody, tech news back up to this block. Push farmers down. We're going to be floating it again. Is everybody clear? Tech news up, farmers down. We're floating it again. So are we doing the phoner in this block?
We're doing what you said. I just don't want you to let me know.
I just read Deanno's statement. Oh my goodness. You just realized it. Okay, Melissa. Oh, she can't hear us. Okay. Darn.
And welcome back, everybody. Now in your tech news. In Beijing, Secretary of State John Kerry reacted to the New York Times report today that an attack on a U.S. government agency came from within China. U.S. officials said that the attack was in March and was on the Office of Personnel Management, and hackers were looking for data on federal employees seeking security clearances. Kerry said that he has raised the subject of hacking with the Chinese, but not this particular alleged incident.
Authorities, and at this point in time, it does not appear to have compromised any sensitive material. And I'm not going to get into any of the specifics of that ongoing investigation, but we've been very clear for some time with our counterparts here that this is, in larger terms, an issue of concern.
Kerry and Treasury Secretary Jack Lew have discussed a number of economic and financial issues with Chinese officials. Well, more consumers than ever are opting to ditch their home phones in favor of a cell phone. According to the Center for Disease Control, 4 in 10 homes only use cell phones and not the old standard landline. Researchers say that some consumers may be holding on to their home phones because it is part of their internet or cable package, or perhaps it is tied to their home security system. The survey also found that about 3% of homes have neither a landline nor a cell phone. That's kind of scary. Well, new government statistics show only 27% of kids ages 12 to 15 actually meet the recommendation to limit of 2 hours or less of TV plus computer use daily. Now, this is according to the 2012 data analysis by the National Center for Health Statistics. Just less than 2% reported no daily TV viewing, just 2, and 9% reported no computer use. Excessive screen time behaviors have been linked to high blood pressure and obesity. All right, stay with us. We are going to be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Farming is becoming a job for older folks. It seems young adults simply aren't drawn to the profession, but new technology hopes to change that, as Matt Petrello explains.
South Carolina is home to about 24,400 farms, according to the USDA. And as the average age of those farmers grow older, many of those farmers need to harvest young adults to take care of their crops and feed the state.
It'll actually follow this curve.
22-year-old Caleb Coleman works at JC Farms in Dillon.
There's a ton of work involved with being a farmer.
He says some around his age may shy away from the labor-intensive work required in a farm.
But the guys that wake up and say, I'm so excited to farm, and it's because they truly love it.
He says new technology is making that work easier.
It's really fun.
For instance, this vehicle sprays pesticides and other chemicals onto crops. It has a computer called AutoSteer to prevent the spray from overlapping. That saves the farm a lot of money.
Just have to press a button and away it'll go.
Another machine built into this tractor detects where they laid seed over the field, so they don't use more seed than they need to.
Just in buying that technology, saving that much money, it'll pay for itself in a year.
One of the best pieces of technology farmers can have these days are drones. You can pick them up from about $400 to $20,000. This one cost about $3,000. This drone has a camera that sends images to a computer where farmers can detect crops that are weak. Before, Caleb says, scouting could only be done on foot.
Before it took maybe an hour to scout a 60-acre field, whereas now I can fly over it in 5 minutes.
But even with all these gadgets, Caleb says farming isn't for everyone.
To be a farmer, it has to be a passion.
Reporting in Dillon, Matt Petrillo, News 13.
Pretty cool. All right, coming up next, what do you get when you cross a furry little kitten in a scary carpet? One heck of a viral video. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Hey guys, sorry, we've been trying to scramble this entire show to get this
You
all
still
figured
afloat?
out. Get a drone. That's what I learned from that last story. We need a drone. When we can't get somebody live on iPhone, let's send a drone to them. Where's the TV drone?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Melissa.
Seriously,
Listening
we
about
do.
farm technology, it won't be long before you're all replaced by robots anyway.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, go ahead.
Whatever helps get younger people into farming, drone or whatever. I think it's a
That's
good thing.
brilliant technology. I love that. The farm story was excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Less than you want.
So Melissa's going to do a Kickstarter so they can get a drone.
I think it's a great idea. We should.
Yeah,
okay, I was kidding on that.
Amazon to the sky.
We should, Kim.
I was
Kickstarter
kidding,
for a
but
drone.
Kickstarter for a drone.
Kickstarter for a drone. I need a drone to help out with my live shots on my show. Please send me money.
If I'm going to be replaced by a robot, can I put in now an order for a much better, more handsome-looking version, just to sit in for me?
Like check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to start a Kickstarter to get you a better computer, Justin, one that works all the time.
For sure.
Oh, I need it.
This thing's steam-driven.
Steam-driven computer. Get out your tights.
Get your tights on.
Oh, Lord.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Frankmore. Coming up in just a bit on News 4 at noon, a crash has closed down Highway 50 near Cave Rock. We're going to have more on what happened and how long Highway 50 may be closed there. Plus, a Northwest Reno family is asking for your help in tracking down vandals. We're going to show you the surveillance video. They hope will help in the search. And the nominations are out. We're going to tell you which of your favorite shows are up for Emmys this year. Hint, hint, Game of Thrones, right?
Love it. Love that show. All right, finally here on the forum, you've heard the term scaredy cat. But what exactly scares a cat? Apparently, a rug. Take a look here. This little kitten is new to the world, apparently seeing things for the first time, and this rug freaks him out. And they look a little cotton ball with a tail jumping around. Not exactly sure what it is that is so terrifying for this poor kitty, but he goes nuts. And it's a super cute video, by the way. You can find it on our Facebook page. Already has more than 7,000 views. Real quickly with our weather for today, kind of a wild one ahead of us potentially.
Yeah, we already have those showers and storms developing out into central and eastern Nevada at this point. We all have a chance to see some by the end of the day. We'll be watching.
All right, thanks everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you back here on News 4 at noon.
But it's kind of near Cape Rock.
Well, we got through it.
Well, don't worry about it. It's
not
close
fun.
enough. Oh, everybody. Can I get audio for them? Can I hear you guys? All right, you guys. Sorry for the crazy show.
No, you're all right. You got
Okay.
through it alive.
My apologies for the screaming and yelling, which luckily you didn't hear because audio was not working. Because if you could have
No,
heard
it's
what
a
I
shame.
was saying.
One of these days, I'd pay money to hear you curse properly.
There was one show where things were really rocky. Yeah, Mike hasn't been in for a while. I gotta reach out to Mike and see what he's doing. I haven't seen him for a while. But
Mike who?
Shaw.
Oh, that's right. I thought you had banned him.
I know. I did not ban him. Like you think I would have because he's never been in or hasn't been in for a while. But
Yeah.
there was just one day it was really rough, and Mike afterwards messaged me and was just super sweet about it because I was just like, "Rah!" It doesn't happen often, but occasionally it's just like one card falls and then the whole house just dumps on top of you, and you're live on air trying to get out. So this one wasn't that bad, but the other one was pretty bad and made me think about Mike. Anyways.
Well, you did a great job of pulling it all together and holding it all together.
I thank
I
you.
tell you
Yeah,
what
she went into boss mode.
What impresses me more than anything is the minute you go on air, all the angst turns into a really sunny TV smile. I'm always amazed how you can do that. And the minute you go off air and go to the ad break, all the angst comes back again.
It's amazing.
Melissa, I did catch some good pictures today.
You did catch some good pictures. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you got
I didn't catch that one, but if you want me to.
No, I don't actually. I gotta go
No,
upstairs
I
and
was
talk to
respectful.
production.
I was respectful and only caught the times when you weren't really stressed.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I gotta go upstairs and talk about what happened. So I gotta get out of here, you guys. Thanks for coming in. It was great to see everybody. And hopefully we'll see you
later.
Hope the rest of the day is a bit smoother.
Yeah.
Please. Namaste. Namaste. Yes. Thanks, you guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye, YouTubers.